It's very important to understand how dates and times are stored in Excel, so that can help you when you are doing any formulas or functions. So dates are stored in the format from the 1st of January 1900. So let's just put a number 1 over here. So number 1 will be 1st of January 1900. Now these cells in column I are formatted as a date, so we're just going to take the reference here, click onto that, and you can see we have 1st of January 1900. Now if we change this to 31, we have 31st of January 1900, and let's change it to 366, 31st of December. So you get the logic. Now just to test this out, we are going to do today's date. Let's do today, and we can see that that is 14th of October. Now we want to take the reference across from this date. What will happen is it pre-formats it as a date as it recognizes it as a date. Now just to test out the theory, let's just format the painter to format this column cell H5 into a number, and you can see that the reference of 14th of October is 45,213, which means that's the amount of days that have passed since the 1st of January 1900. When it comes to times, Excel stores them in a 24-hour format. So the standard format is hours, minutes and seconds. And what we can do is let's test this out. So if we put 1 here, this has the reference of cell H4. It doesn't do anything because that's a complete 24 hours. So the number 1 gives you a 24 hours. Now if we put 0.5 here, we'll see that we have 12 hours right here. If we do the same with 0.25, we get 6 hours, and 0.75 just to try that out, and you get 1800, which is now 6 p.m. So what Excel does is, let's try 0.1 just to have a look. This will give you 10% off the 24 hours, which should return us 2 hours and 24 minutes. So these are the logics that you need to know before you dive into date and time formats. Let's look at how we can easily add today's date and the current time. So let's start off with the date. Control and semicolon will give you today's date, and press enter and you have the date right there. Now if you want to do time, it's Ctrl Shift and semicolon, and that will give you the current time. Now it's important to remember that these are hard-coded values as of the moment that you have added them. So these are not going to be dynamic fields. Now to make them dynamic, what we need to do is we are going to have the formula today, and that will allow you to be able to have some functionality around it and able to do some formulas and functions. So if we press equals today, we will get today's date. So it's the same thing, but now you're going to be able to use this for different formulas and functions. If we press equals now, we will get the date and the time. So let's just open that. We have the date and the current time, and just changing the format, you can simply just format painter, change it back to just the time if that's what you want to have a look at. While these are the standard formats that you will have in Excel, as you can see, you can change these to a number of different options: a short date, a long date, anything that you want. Just have a look at this now. It's 10:37 is when we had hard coded the time, and now it's 10:40, so 3 minutes have passed, and it gives you the actual time difference. So this is very important if you want to have any real-time or dynamic calculations within your Excel sheets.